that Secretary Hegseth is inviting military leaders from all around the country on Tuesday. Will you also be there?
From all around the country to what?
To Virginia.
He's inviting the generals and admirals to Virginia for a big meeting.
Well, I know. I love it. I mean, I think it's great. Let him be friendly. Let him be friendly with the generals and admirals from all over the world. Why is there something? No, but is there something wrong with it?
And what is it about? Will you be there personally as well? And what is it about?
Well, I'll be there if they want me, but why is that such a big deal? I mean, the fact that we're getting along with the generals and admirals from all. Remember, I'm the president of peace. It's good to get along. It's good. You act like this is a bad thing. Isn't it nice that people are coming from all over the world to be with us?
It's not particularly unusual that generals who report to the Secretary of War and then to the President of the United States are coming to speak with the Secretary of War. It's actually not unusual at all, and I think it's odd that you guys have made it into such a big story.
Yeah, you guys are being odd. I didn't just do that whole thing so I can performatively say Secretary of War twice in front of Trump, so he'll pat me on the head after this. Yeah, I'm not weird. You're the weird one. Yeah, no, but it is strange to pull in all the admirals and generals. It just is. That's not a thing that you do. Not unless, I don't know, you're about to like bomb Venezuela or something. Just doing it for a photo op or something would be incredibly strange. And if Biden had done that, every single right-winger would be able to identify that as a strange thing. Pulling all of these generals and admirals from everywhere they are, all scattered in hundreds of military bases around the world to come in so that a former daytime Fox host can yell at them or whatever, that is strange. And whatever, all that weird stuff Trump was doing, I don't understand what Grandpa was on about because we're making them come here, we're all getting along. It's like a weird narrative that he's trying to spread that had nothing to do with the topic. I'm the president of peace. And then immediately we transition to talking about Secretary of War over and over again. It's very, very strange. They all need to talk. Don't talk to us, talk to each other for a little while. Get your narrative straight. But it is happening. Pete Hegseth, the Fox host, the alleged drunk, ordered hundreds of generals to travel from around the world so he could give them a short speech on military standards and the warrior ethos. And let's just pause there for a second because that is amazing. So military standards, remember, every week something comes out about what your facial hair has to be like, how long your hair can be. And this is from a guy who bragged about never washing his hands. He's talking to people about standards of hygiene and also the warrior ethos. And man, if we had a machine that could hear people's thoughts when Pete Hegseth is surrounded by dozens of generals and admirals who've served in wars around the world, having this puffed up alleged sexual abuser drunk talking to them about how to be a warrior. He was a couch surfer for Fox and Friends. The one time he was called upon to be a warrior and then axe throw, he accidentally threw it over the target and almost killed someone. And so just think about how insulted they're gonna be by having this guy tell them how they should be warriors. Now that said, JR, I think a lot of people's concern isn't just that this is going to waste millions of dollars, which it will, or that it's super strange and using our entire military just to do a photo op is super weird, but that it could herald something dark. And that in particular, if Donald Trump goes, like, you don't think he'll take the opportunity to try to get them to like swear loyalty to him individually or something? It seems, I am very worried about what might come out of this, but we'll know soon. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, look at this, man. We got these secret meetings. Another one. Remember the other secret meeting that they had to try and address the Epstein files in a certain way, and JD Vance was a part of that whole thing, and they kept Dan Bongino out of it because he was like freaked out. Another secret meeting that they're, I guess, denying is secret, or they're denying the details of it. And you hit on something with the idea, the potential reality of him wanting them to swear some oath. You think, why can't Pete Hegseth get on the phone, maybe go over a Signal chat, and mention to all of these folks across the world as military leaders, I want to tell you guys about military standards and the warrior ethos. You have to be in person in order to have a warrior ethos conversation, as if Pete Hegseth hasn't been complaining over and over again about a lack of a warrior ethos. We're not killing enough people across the world, as this guy claims that he's ending wars across the world. But still, your point about them coming to potentially have some kind of swearing oath to the Fuhrer, it harkens back to like 1935 when this guy named Adolf Hitler had his military leaders swear an oath to him over the actual Constitution. That was what they were supposed to then was invoke this whole new Nazification of the military objectives of the country. This is now going on while at the same time, this guy is trying to send more troops to more cities. How he's, as we saw before, how he posted that image of him attacking Chicago. Then before he then talks about going into Portland and then going into Memphis and then going back into Los Angeles and then continuing to stay in DC and then potentially going to New York. It's almost like he wants to make sure the people that he's sending to go kill American citizens have an oath to him and believe that they have no other choice except for to follow these murderous orders.
Yep.
It's almost like they're Nazis.
It's almost
but it'd be
like
too unkind to call them that.
Well, and also it would be risky legally because they're calling accusations of fascism terrorism now. Gavin Newsom called Stephen Miller a fascist. And I forget who, maybe producer Mike can remind me. They said that was an act of domestic terrorism, that Gavin Newsom called him a fascist. Okay, then just lock us up, because I'm not backing off. We're calling it like we see it.